back with another video, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about my court case that I got going on in federal court, y'all. And this is just one of the cases that I got. I got several that I gotta get going. I'm just taking them down one at a time. But this particular case, y'all, it started off in state court. And before I get going, I want to say that this video and all my videos are for educational purposes only, y'all. And it's also for the people that it pertains to, you dig? So let's get it. Started off in state court, as you can see, small claims number. That's where it started off at. So y'all, state court started operating against me. I could see that as time went on, and just through, going back and forth on paperwork, I knew that it was going to be a hassle with state court, in which I'm looking at the situation that took place that day with the officer, and I'm like, you know what? This has federal shit going on in it. So I got some more knowledge on how to get this case removed to federal court, and that's what I did. I put in a notice of removal to federal court, y'all. This got filed April 10th, 2025 into the Northern District of Indiana. You see that right there. So boom. Now, this is the police report from the officer, y'all. Any real law-abiding sheriffs out there, let's read this report. And I want y'all to see how I got these folks busted. And this is reported from Dakota Crimmings on the scene. You see what I'm saying? Badge number 2336, signed off by Lieutenant Mike Ingalls, badge number 379 of the South Bend Police Department, y'all. I'm putting in my own footwork, you see? No lawyer, no bar card. I have not been to law school one fucking day. But check dig, I watch a lot of Law and Order. So y'all done fucked up. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. So this says on 1/28/2023. This happened in 2023, y'all. We've been battling this for almost 3.5 years. Knowing these white folks, these racist, prejudiced motherfuckers, it's gonna be 3.5, damn near 4. But on 1/28/2023, at approximately 14:34 hours, while assigned to Unit 213, I was patrolling in the area of High Street and Bowman Street. I noticed a black Land Rover SUV that was displaying an expired license plate 565DJJ, expired on 11/14/2022, y'all. The Land Rover was parked to the west of 802 East Bowman Street. The Land Rover was parked west of my property, y'all. Look at this. He pulls up on my property after checking the plate, runs my license plate. You see that? Through BMV NCIC, it showed that the plate belonged to a 2008 Pontiac G6, and the plate showed it was stolen. This is what he's saying. He's reporting this. He's doing all this while I'm in the house sleep, y'all. I then checked the VIN on the Land Rover that showed it was not stolen and belonged to Green Maury. I then went to the door of 802 East Bowman. Look at this. He out there running my plates for no reason, comes up to my door to my house and knocked to ask if they had any information about the Land Rover. Now he's saying he knocked, y'all. This motherfucker banging on my door. Boom, 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 boom. Then start banging on my motherfucking windows. I got like 4 windows surrounding my house. He banging on my windows loud as fuck. He wake everybody up in the house. My kids wake up crying and screaming and shit. I hop up out the bed. I'm mad as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I look outside. I see this dude ripping plates off my car. I knocked on the door, lying like a motherfucker. Like I said, he's banging on my shit, y'all. And while waiting, someone looked out the window at me, but did not answer the door. Right, of course I didn't answer the door. I looked out the window like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he outside? I'm shitty as hell. So I throw my shoes on, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna head out the door. Check dig, hold on. He says, then I took the plate off the Land Rover and called for a tow truck to impound the Land Rover. This motherfucker comes on my property for no reason, no exigent circumstances, no warrant. You see, I'm gonna keep reading. No endangerment to public safety, runs my plates, say some shit stolen, takes the plates off my car, calls for a tow truck. You see what I'm saying? Look at this shit. While waiting for the tow truck to get on the scene, an unknown, look at this, unknown male black started yelling from 802 East Bowman Street. The male black said that it was his Land Rover and his license plate. Remember, I'm unknown, right? He don't know who the fuck I am. This is what he's saying. I come out the house, because I came out, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing fucking with my truck? So upon contact, remember, I'm an unknown male black. I'm asking him, like, what the fuck is you doing here? Like, who called you here? Like I said, you don't even have a warrant. You have no reason to be here. He tells me upon contact, I advised him that the plate was stolen and expired and that it was not showing he owned the Land Rover either. Look at that shit. Did y'all just peep that? I'm an unknown male black, but upon contact, I advised him that the plate was stolen and expired and that it was not showing he owned the Land Rover either. Did y'all just peep that? From what I just read y'all so far, you never asked me for identification, motherfucker. So how did you advise me upon contact that something was stolen and expired and it was showing I didn't own it when you never asked for an ID? Y'all peep that? How can you assert ownership if you don't know? If the person is an unknown male black upon contact, you're not supposed to know who the fuck I am. So that means you should want identification so you could properly do your police work, and you didn't do that, sir. The male black said that he bought the Land Rover at an auction and it was his, in which it is, and it was. The male black then wanted a supervisor to come out, in which I requested a supervisor, who is the supervisor, Lieutenant Mike Ingalls, 379, to come out and, some way possibly handle this situation, in which he did not do that. He's a racist piece of shit. The tow truck arrived on the scene and parked in front of the Land Rover, getting ready to put it on the flatbed. The male black then exited from the residence and stood between the Land Rover and the tow truck, in which I did. I said, bro, you're not taking my fucking truck out my fucking yard. This is my shit. I've gave you the title. I've gave you the proof of purchase with my name on the receipt and the full value that I paid for it. And I also gave you the documentation with insurance. You see what I'm saying? I give him all this shit on the scene. Like, why wouldn't I provide the documentation for my property? That makes no sense whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I provide my documentation for my property? You see what I'm saying? Check dig. We got the receipt. Where is it purchased from? Quit playing with me. Title, name on it. Quit playing with me. And then he said, I said that we are going to wait for the supervisor to get on scene. Lieutenant Mike Ingalls arrived on scene and tried to speak with the male black. The male black did not want to listen to Lieutenant Ingalls. Like, who the fuck do these motherfuckers think they is? You come on my property, disturbing my peace and my liberty, terrorizing my family, then tell me that I gotta listen. What the fuck? The male black would not provide us with his name. Now look at that. After you did all of this, and then at the bottom of your report, the male black would not provide us with his name? I thought you advised me that the plate was stolen and expired and it was showing I didn't own the Land Rover. Apparently up here, you already knew who the fuck I was. Then down here, I wouldn't provide you with my name, in which I gave you my ID. I just showed y'all the receipt with the title. The male black showed Lieutenant a salvage title that did not have any names on it. Look at this shit. And they further lie, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no cap in my rap. Salvage title. He right. That's about the only thing he fucking told the truth about, y'all. The title is salvage. But everything else is a fucking lie. You see, my name is on the title. When I bought the car auction is the one who signed my name on the title. I don't fucking sign like that. And this is where I was staying at the time, y'all. And this is the fucking receipt. Stop playing with me. Where I was staying at the time, y'all. My name on the receipt, buyer name. My name on the title, purchaser information. Stop fucking playing with me. These motherfuckers is straight crooks, bruh. The driver of the tow truck was then told to go ahead and hook up the Land Rover. See this shit? I performed an inventory of the Land Rover. Nothing of value was found. Look, search my shit and everything. The vehicle was impounded by Vic's Towing to their secured